Friday to you guys. Hope you're having a good week. We are off to a good week here. Looking forward to going into the weekend. As you guys can see, you guys know how we do it. So as you come in today, just give us a comment, give us an emoji, give us thumbs up, give us something. Let us know you're in the house and that you are on with us. Today is just Flow with Us Friday. This is the Fridays where you guys kind of dictate what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be talking about, what our discussions are going to be. They're going to be based upon your questions and so forth. But we got a few things we're going to talk about as well. First Lady's not on with me right now because she is on the phone with Jay's doctor. We're setting some things up for him health wise, and she'll be in here in a minute. So as you guys come in, remember how we do it. Just give us a thumbs up, let us know something, give us a good morning, let us know something's happening over here. So we know that you guys are in. I see the numbers coming in, but I don't see the comments just yet. So I'm sure they'll be coming pretty soon. So I hope you guys are having an outstanding week. All right, I see you there. I see you there, Connie. Appreciate you. I see you there, Jacket. We are in the house, and I know Marvin should be right behind you. Lauren's in the house. Appreciate you. We see you over there. So yeah, you guys come on in. I see it now. Lagatha's in the house. Stacy Hanks in the house. Andrew, appreciate you guys. Dwayne, appreciate you. Yeah, we are moving. Marvin's in the house. Yeah, we rolling now. So listen, thank you guys for being in the house with us as a part of the family room. Like I said a minute ago, we're working on some health things, some things we have to take care of with Jay. So First Lady's finishing up a phone conversation with that, with the doctor, and then she'll be in as soon as she is done. This is Flow with Us Friday. So the way we normally kick things off is that we jump into kind of just give you a little bit of overview of what's going on, what's happening right now. And I got to tell you all, thank you. I see you, Dolores. Thanks for being there. Robin's in the house. Um, Thank you all so much for being a part and for showing up last week for Jeremiah's graduation. It was outstanding. As you all know, we've been working on it for months. I don't know, 5 months, 6 months, something like that. And we had, so many family members and friends at our house on Friday night. And then Saturday, we had activities at the church where people could come out and eat. There was no cost to anything. Everything was taken care of. And they could, greet Jeremiah if they would like to and give him a gift if they wanted to. If not, just stop in and say hello. And many, many people did that. So we want to say thank you all for that. And then on Sundays, Sunday was a great time. Sunday at the 9 o'clock, we had special praise and worship music for Jeremiah that we knew that he would enjoy. And what was so awesome about it is that not only did the worship team and the musicians and all those guys and singers do a great job, but then our young people, they performed off and on throughout the course of that service. Miss Gina Nelson sung, and of course, she sung Jay's favorite song, one of his favorite songs, and just completely murdered it. And it was awesome. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So we had a great, great time. My brother-in-law, two of my brother-in-laws were in town. One was sick. My oldest brother was in town, but he and his wife actually got COVID. So they were all at my nephew's house, and everybody in the house got it. All the adults did. So they were locked in the house for the entire weekend. So it was horrible for them. It was wonderful for us. But the good thing is they got over it. They were already vaccinated, so they got over it in a few days, and they were able to fly back home when the weekend was over. So Rondre's in the house. Good to see you, man. Hope you're getting a chance to catch a little lunch break or something, or a day off every now and then. But yeah, so that's what the weekend looked like. Weekend was great, and we had a wonderful time. Sunday at the 12 o'clock was a great time as well. So if you guys did not get a chance to experience the Jeremiah experience on Sunday at 9, go back and watch that service because he had his graduation robe on, he had his hat on. All this was happening before they left to go over to the actual graduation. And after they did, I stayed behind and did the 12 o'clock service. After the 12, I took off to the graduation, got there on time. I got there early, actually, and was able to just enjoy that time with our family. So we appreciate all of you. Norma, I see you in the house. I'm seeing a few people that might be a little bit new. Okay. Yeah, most of you familiar. I see Dolores is in the house. So yeah, we appreciate you guys being with us today. Today, again, is Flow with Us Friday. You are with us on the family room. The family room is something that we started 2 years ago when COVID began. Um, COVID has been such a just incredible made life so challenging for so many people in ministry as well and so forth. But obviously, it can't even compare, inconveniences can't compare to people that have lost loved ones. So we started at the beginning of COVID as an extra way throughout the course of the week for the members to be able to connect, as well as people that are friends of the ministry. Maybe you go somewhere else, but you enjoy the ministry as well, and they can lock in with us. And what we've always enjoyed about it is that it's the only basically platform that we have that we can interact on this level where you guys can send a question, we can immediately respond to it, and so forth. So we're excited about it. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we talked about things we wish we knew when we were younger. All of us gave examples of that. How maybe our lives could be a little bit further along. God's done wonderful things, but could be a little bit further along if there were certain things we knew earlier and what we wish those were. So if you didn't get a chance to check that out, go back. Again, we have the Family Room YouTube page. You can watch it live on that. And we're going to start making sure that we send out the link every week so that you can click right on the link and go right into live Facebook and watch Family Room on Fridays. If you'd like to be able to do that. So, all right, talk to us a little bit this weekend. You guys give us a shout out. Let us know what your weekend was like, what you enjoyed about the service and so forth on Sunday at that 9 or even at the 12 o'clock service. Because I know many of our adult members were there. The kids were performing and had a wonderful time. I mean, I saw a million video clips on social media that all of us were putting out there, which was great. But yeah, let us know what's happening with you. Let us know what's happening for the summer. One of the things that you ought to be thinking about if you aren't already is a family vacation. Every year, we plan a family vacation. We save throughout the course of the year, and then we plan a family vacation. And our getaways are huge for us. So a lot of times we end up driving. Sometimes that works out a little bit better. Right now, we're debating this summer, whether we're going to fly or whether we're going to drive or what have you, because it's going to be a pretty long drive. But we're going to have a great time. Are you guys thinking about summer vacation? Where are some of the places that you're going to this summer? I would like to hear. One of the dream spots that I want to take my wife to one day is Dubai. That is definitely, I don't like to use the term bucket list, but that's definitely one of the things that's on the list that I want us to experience, to be able to experience that together. With everything I've read about it online, everything I've seen about it on television and things of that nature. And then people I know that have gone there, they say it's absolutely unbelievable. So we want to do that one day. Not sure when it's going to happen, but at some point in time, we're gonna do a trip to Dubai. That is one of the ultimate areas. Now, one of our favorite places to travel every year, not every year because we don't get a chance to go there every year, but one of the favorite places that we like going to is Vegas. And one of the reasons why is because of I see you, Ty. What's up, man? Ashley, we see you in the house. One of the reasons why is because the food and the shopping is off the chart. I see Miami, Florida down there. The food and the shopping is off the chart. The shopping is everywhere. We go up and down the strip a little bit, but a lot of times we go over to their malls and so forth that are connected to these resorts and so forth, and just have a great time. And then the shows, on the shows. I remember a couple of years ago, we took Jay to a different show every night, and he went crazy because it was all music. All of them had music in it, so Jay was just loving it. So one of these days, because I don't think we've taken the kids to Vegas together since I think John was he might have been in middle school or might have been like freshman year in high school. So it's been a while. We definitely got to get those guys down there and spend some time with them. Let me see, Dolores Ryan. We're going to Greece. All right. It's been postponed 2 times due to COVID. Okay. If y'all going this summer, let me know. Y'all need to buy 2 extra tickets so me and First Lady can go with y'all to Greece. That's what you need to do. Me and 2 of my childhood friends are going to Vegas. Awesome. If you ever been there, if you've never been there before, let me know. But it's an incredible place. Take money with you. You gotta save up money because the shopping, the food, the shows, all of that's incredible. And there was one time First Lady and I went when we were early on in marriage. I think we were like the first 5 or 6 years into marriage. First time we ever went, it was raining really hard that whole weekend or those whole 2 or 3 days we were there. And we were so exhausted. We laid up in the resort the whole time. We didn't leave the resort because it had 3 or 4 different restaurants in it and all different types of things to do. And we just really rested. Now, since that time, we get out and we go now. We know where we like going. We know the things we like going to. One of the things that we're going to see, hopefully this year, is going to a Raiders game at their new stadium in Vegas. That will be awesome. So that's one of the things that we're planning on trying to do. Hopefully by the end of the year, we want to be able to go and do that as well. Jackie, I see you out there say Vegas is fun. I know someone that just came back from Vegas last weekend. They had an absolute incredible time. I'm going in August to see Silk Sonic. Oh, and Bruno Mars. I can't wait. Yeah, Bruno's serious. I don't know the other group. Y'all know I don't be knowing secular groups like that. I know a few of them, but I don't be knowing all of them like that. But it will be an incredible, incredible time. So talk to us a little bit about you guys out here. What's happening for you guys this summer? Where you going? What are you doing? What do you have happening? And what do you have the kids in? One of the things that we really encourage couples to do every summer is to have your kids engage activities, camps that they're going to. So they're not just sitting around the house throughout the course of the summer or just going outside playing and coming back in, but really try to use the summer, expose them to different things, different opportunities, different types of camps where they can learn, that they can grow. See, Tony Rice is in the house. She said the stadium is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, Brother Key sent me a ton of pictures from the stadium. And I guess everything is like black and silver. The whole stadium is black and silver. And so I can't wait to see that. But we're definitely going to try to get to a game out there in Vegas this year to be able to check out the stadium, be in Vegas. And I got a friend of mine that's going to be starting a church in Vegas. So I can still go to Vegas, be a little spiritual, get me some church in and all that too. So, hey, Shania, we see you in the house. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is well with you. And again, for you guys that are just chiming in sometime soon, First Lady will be coming in. She'll be joining me today. We're setting up some medical things for Jeremiah. So she is on the phone talking to doctors and seeing what we need to do with this and what we need to do with that. He's doing well. He's doing well. Yesterday, he worked his job. I don't know if you Instagram. Remember on the Instagram piece, for me, if you're following my old Instagram, do not unfollow that, follow the new one. The new one is John Ramsey Ministries. So if you're following the old one, make sure that you unfollow that and follow this one. The old one, we've been locked out of that for probably about 2 years. So I'm still trying to get them to take it off the internet because I got people trying to follow me, but they're following the wrong account. So John Ramsey Ministries is everything now. That's where your Instagram is. I have a John Ramsey Ministry Facebook page, John Ramsey regular Facebook page, and then you have your Twitter as well and other social platforms. So make sure you guys follow that, and it will be great. Yeah, I see somebody say, I love seeing the photos of Jay. Yeah, Jay had a time. He just showed out this weekend. He really did. And then if you were at the 9 o'clock, when all the young people were up there dancing and doing their thing and all of that, Jay got out there with them and he had his robe and his cap on. And Jay normally doesn't like anything on his head, but he knew what that day was about. So he kept that cap on. He broke down a couple little moves and everything else. And then the kids were awesome. So it was a wonderful, wonderful time. We're going to be talking about one of the things I wanted to throw out to you guys, and I think right now is a great time to do it, are subjects. What are some subjects that you guys haven't heard us talk about, or maybe you have, that you want to go back and you want to hear us talk more about those subjects coming up in the near future? And let me tell you the reason why. I went back and looked at some of the most, there she is. I went back and looked at some of the most popular YouTube family rooms that we've had. And some of them, one of them was dealing with overcoming mistakes. And I think that particular one had like 4,000 or 5,000 views. It was unbelievable because we didn't have it anywhere close to that on many of the other videos, but that one in particular had a ton. And then of course, finances and all the others. So let us know some subjects that will be helpful for you guys that you want to hear more information on. And now, without further ado,
did you think I wasn't coming?
The First Lady, I don't know.
You had my chair over there on the side.
No, it was already over there.
Oh,
well, when I was down here working on some stuff.
You must have been doing something.
No, this was like last week. I was down here doing something.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was looking out.
But yeah, you know how you got to answer it, and then they want to ask you a million questions, but I went ahead and answered them. So then he's all set.
Good. Good. So we're talking about Flow with Us Friday, and people were telling us some places that they want to go to. Several people have mentioned that they're going to Vegas this summer. Someone mentioned, Dolores mentioned that they're going to Greece. She said it was postponed twice.
That'd be
So I
phenomenal.
threw that out there, asking what are some ideal places or your dream places that you want to go. I told them one of the places I want us to go to is Dubai. Now, why are you looking at that? Why are you looking like that?
Because we could have went to Dubai a long time ago. Hey, everybody.
But we didn't, so we're working on doing it now. See what happens, y'all.
No,
Can't please some
expensive.
folks.
It's crazy.
It's always been expensive.
No, I'm just saying we were invited a long time ago because we had members that were actually living over there and lived there for years.
Yeah.
And somebody did not want to
But First Lady messed up.
And somebody did not want to take a long flight.
I'm ready for it now. See,
back then,
old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. I'm ready.
We didn't go, so that's all.
Now you got done blaming me for that. Now we're gonna go one day, eventually, at some point. I see the skepticism I'm looking at. Lord, I can't believe you're gonna do me like that.
Do you like what? That I don't think.
Do you know when every time you come on? Not every time.
Hi, Lagathea. Hey, Shania. Hey, Jackie.
Oh, you gonna act like I ain't talking?
Hey, Norma. Hey, Dolores.
Now she's speaking to all of y'all now.
Tony, hello. Dolores says the 9 o'clock was all the way live.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Pastor went Bible on it. He always does that to me, Marvin. Go ahead, honey. Speak what you're going to say. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done now. I'm good.
No, go ahead.
No, we're going to save it for private conversation in case you get ugly.
No, just tell them how you were in regards to traveling back.
They know that. They know that. We've talked about that before, but I was horrible.
They don't know that.
Yes,
you got
they
a lot
do.
of new people on there.
Yeah, that's true. I never traveled much. And when I did, I didn't stay long at all. I went somewhere, boom, boom, I'm back, enjoyed it. Okay, cool. I'm ready to come back to the house. But last couple of years, now that I'm a little bit more seasoned, I am enjoying these vacation years. Last year, did we or did we not have a great time?
One down.
Only one. See how she give me? She ain't give me no credit. Oh, Jesus. You like one of them hard teachers. They don't give you no extra credit.
I just live in reality, honey.
Me
That's
too.
all. All right. You got to sit up. What you doing over there?
I don't know what I'm doing because you just
slouching
kind of.
over to the side. No, just sit.
I was just leaning in a little bit.
Yeah.
So jump on into our Flow with Us Friday.
And we were talking about what vacations.
We're talking about vacation. What are some dream spots, places you want to go, places you want to see?
People part to be at church. Did everyone enjoy Jeremiah's weekend of celebration, whether you were there or not?
You're late. We talked about that. For
well, I was asking for me. Did they Did they enjoy it? That's all. And if you didn't get a chance, we didn't have it at the 12 o'clock service. So go back and watch the 9 o'clock service because we had to get to his actual graduation. And it was a wonderful weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Exhausting,
but
it was an amazing weekend.
Seriously exhausting. When it was over, we just laid around on Monday. We were done, but it was a great time. Friday night, Saturday all day, Sunday all day till dinner. Back at the house.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was unforbidden. And I mean, he's been watching it.
Somebody said I cried the whole service.
That's Gene.
Mm-hmm.
He's been watching it like every day, all day. So he likes when Tina sings his song, Gina sings his song.
Mm-hmm.
He likes when he was up there with the kids. He literally keeps watching it over and over and over
and over.
And it is just amazing to see. One of the things that touched my heart was how this was really like the first time that I was not involved in rehearsals and practices, and Jeremiah still went. This was his first time going, and how the teens embraced him and protected him and worked with him. Dorian did a great job. Jay was just, I see why when we were at the open house that he kept wanting to sit by Dorian. Because Dorian really looked out for him. Yeah. And, Marquise looked out for him. Ivan looked out for him. A lot of the girls, they really did. And,
they really made him a centerpiece. And even the young men, when they were up on the stage dancing and everything else, they had Jay right in the middle. And that's what I said. Yeah. So that was, it was awesome. So Jamarcus was with him, assigned to him behind him.
but you had how they just did such a great
Right.
job with it. Latoya, Shunner, Keisha,
Yeah.
Courtney, Minister Sean with Crash Crew. He always comes in
Mhm.
and works. He's so patient with the young people. So they just really showed up and showed out.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
did.
it was a great time.
It was an amazing time. And we are big into celebrating monuments or moments in our family.
Mhm.
So many people want to wait.
And we've had a few this year too. Yours?
Mine. I still haven't had a
Dave's?
party yet. I'm going to have a party though. I got to figure out when I'm going to plan it, but I'm going to have a party. Not like Jay's, just a grown folks.
Mhm.
Because I wanted a 50th party. I didn't get to do a 50th party.
Yeah, we
Didn't
didn't
get to do a
that.
graduation party. So it's like I've been wanting to have a party and haven't been able to. So I'll figure it out.
All right.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You want me to plan it?
No, I don't want you to plan it. I was gonna plan it. That's what I said. I just haven't had time to do it because in a couple years you have a big birthday coming up. So
Yeah.
I'll be planning that for you. And you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yep.
I'm cool. I mean, I don't have to have no birthday party.
Stop
60.
playing. You know good and well.
For 60?
You know good and well you will
We
want
can
to
go on
party.
a trip and that'd be cool.
So you don't want to party.
I don't have to have a party.
Everybody
That's all I'm
take
saying.
notes. You don't want to
I
party.
do want gifts. I want
Okay. So I'm just looking like, don't play
I want
with me.
gifts now.
If I did nothing for your 60th, seriously?
Oh,
You already know. Man, stop
I want
playing.
gifts. I want gifts.
I did something for your 40th
You're 40.
and I did something for your 40th,
So you're due.
your 50th. I think like 40. I did 45. I did your 50th. And 60th. We'll do something.
Okay.
But you see, he said he wanted gifts. He's like, you ain't got to do no party.
I want the gifts though. How about that? We don't provide no food or nothing like that. People just come out and give me gifts. How about that?
We could do hors d'oeuvres
60.
or something like that.
We're going 60 for 60 or something. We're gonna figure out something. It'll be a good time.
We did. When you
Yeah, we've
turned
done a couple of
50,
those.
we did like your 50th. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you had a beautiful 50th. We brought Donald Lawrence, the
Yeah, it was
governor
busy,
came,
busy.
the mayor. Everybody came.
The America?
Yes.
Yeah. It was busy.
It was nice.
It was good.
Now that's when you could do your Dubai trip.
For
When
60?
you turn 60,
That would be really cool.
that's when we can plan it. But I'm telling you, to go that far, we got to stay several weeks. Even if we're only in Dubai for a week, we can go somewhere else over there. Like we really need to
Go
visit.
to the hood.
No, what I'm saying, another country. It's
I know
almost
what you're
like
talking about.
when you go to Greece, you need to see these other places while you're over
Mhm.
there too. We did
Remember,
Paris.
Paris was
But when
awesome.
we went to Paris, that's all we did.
I know.
You really need to like go visit London, take the train, and
Mhm.
visit all these other places. So when we do,
You remember Buster got sick? Your brother got sick.
yeah, when we do our Dubai trip, we're going to stay for a couple of weeks
Mhm.
and visit multiple places.
Okay.
I will do the itinerary, and I don't want to hear nothing about it.
What you mean?
You know how I do.
I'll never complain about itineraries.
You'll never. What?
Every now and then, maybe.
Oh Jesus, he's testing me.
Except for
today.
that time where me and the kids, they started the conversation.
No, because you're all. What you?
I
Doing?
was an innocent
What
bystander.
you doing now? What we doing now? What we doing now?
John was
what
like,
we
"Dad,
doing now?
what she got planned for us now?" I said, "I don't know, man. We'll find out." That's all I said. And they looked at each other.
And then when nothing was planned, they
And
looked.
then when you got up mad, they said, "I ain't planning nothing."
No,
tomorrow."
that's not what I heard y'all talking about me. And so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna plan anything tomorrow. And
Nobody talking about you.
and the kids were coming
I
up,
was defending
and
you.
the kids were like, Mom, what are we doing today?
I was
Mom, what are we
defending
doing
you.
today? Mom, what are we doing today? I was like, no, y'all was talking about me. Y'all don't want to do nothing. So I shut down. And then they were all talking about, Mom, what are we doing today? Mom, what are we doing today?
I don't know. I can't tell you what we doing, but I can tell you what we eating. We grilling up in this bad boy.
We weren't grilling back then, babe. We were in a hotel back then.
That's true. We were.
Yep. So
Yeah.
we are in Flow With It Friday.
Mhm.
And Pastor started the conversation because I'm sorry I'm late, but I was on a call for Jeremiah that I had to take. And we want to just talk about summer and why is it important for people to balance working hard and playing hard or having that time of rest?
Yeah. I think it's important because it's the way you keep yourself healthy. Even if you're not a big do a lot of big exercising, just having a more balanced life is going to make you healthy overall. So I think summertime's a great time where you can kind of mix it up a little bit. Me and the kids been hanging out a little bit on the golf cart and riding around and all that type of stuff. Just little things that you do that just you have a good time with your family, and you balance things out. I think the key to life, to being effective long term in anything,
Mm-hmm.
is to have balance. And for years I did not have balance, and so
Yeah, sit up in your chilly
to
weather. It's gonna hurt your back.
yeah, so to be the last couple of years working on that area now for me, um is actually exciting because last year when we were gone for a while. I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. So now I'm ready to roll.
Mm.
But the key to doing all that, the reason why that's important is to create some kind of balance. The reality is there's too much of everything nowadays. I talked about this last week. Too much information, too much social media, too many choices when you go to the stores, too much everything. And so it's just so easy to get caught up in everything around our worlds that we get kind of consumed with it. And being able to break away, I think, is important, but also being able to maintain balance throughout the course of the week
That's it.
is
Marvin
important.
says this. We got jet lag when we went to Vegas last year. We were all geeked till we checked in the hotel room. We laid down, and before we knew it, it was the next day. Yeah, Vegas can do that to you because that flight is no joke.
Yeah, it throws your timing
And the
off a little when you
time
first
off,
get there.
that 3 hour time difference
Mhm.
is definitely affecting you. So we are talking just about balancing
Mhm.
your quality time, your family time with your work endeavor. I know for many people that are working from home, the lines can get blurred between work and
Mhm.
being at home.
Mhm.
Or, some people may say, well, I can just take my computer with me and work while we're on vacation. Once again, you're blurring the lines between the two.
But you know what? Most people do it anyways. You notice that?
Yeah.
A lot of people do it anyway. So at some point, what's the key to that? Just
Share it, Pastor Ramsey.
just
What's the
cutting
key?
just cutting off any work period when you do certain things.
Can you do that?
Don't answer a text. Don't answer. Some people act like every text got to be responded to right now. Every email got to be responded to right now. And the reality is, um, it doesn't. The reality is, if you weren't here to receive that text, they'd be texting somebody else. So sometimes just being able to pump the brakes on all of that stuff. I see people nowadays where their face so stuck in their phones that they're about to get hit by cars going across the street and everything. It's unbelievable nowadays. So basically, a vacation is not going to compensate for a year of unbalanced living. It's only going to compensate for a few days, but it's not going to help you throughout the course of the year. So the key to having that balance is being able to build that into your schedule throughout the course of the year.
So how do you build it? Because you said that was something you've struggled with over the
Mhm.
years. So what are some things that you can share with them on how to become better balanced?
The big thing for me is last year when we went to vacation that long. Um, After I got rested up a couple of days and just being able to go into each day and not have an agenda, not having preparation, not having sermon prep, not dealing with bankers, not dealing with staff issues, not dealing with anything. Um, to me, I saw the value in it. I think I saw the value in it more so than ever. And I think part of it with me getting a little bit older helped out with last year. So that's why I'm looking forward to this year.
But what about people, what you're saying, even if they can't go out of town? You're talking
If they
about
can't
that
go out of
work
town, there
ethic.
are things you can do to build, many vacations into your life right here in town. Whether that be, again, don't make yourself available to people regarding work or to people in ministry or just whatever. Being able to cut those things off and do things. There's things that you can do. Take your family to the zoo. You can go downtown and get a hotel for a day or for two if you can't afford to go out of town somewhere. And just being able to have that catered in service just adds relaxation, doing recreational things. All those things I think help create the balance, don't you think?
Definitely. And enjoying it. There's so many things to do in this city.
Mhm.
It's great to be able to do things in the city. And intentionally plan things with your kids, with your grandkids, with your spouse. If it's just to walk, you don't have to always spend money.
Mhm.
You could go for a walk downtown.
Yeah.
anything. You know, they have matinees for movies.
Mhm.
I know, you may want to wear your mask when you go into the movies, but it's something about spending quality time together. Like you say, not all
Mhm.
in your phones, but
Mhm.
sitting outside together and just talking. Those things are cool.
We do that a lot at this house.
Hmm.
More and more at this house has been fun doing that.
The kids and I used to do it a lot at the 2 houses ago.
Mhm.
We used to sit outside a lot. I
Yeah.
like to sit outside, and the kids like to sit
I do too. When the
outside.
weather's good, it's great to be out there. And now it's just like a peaceful scene out there in the backyard. So it's fun.
Look, Taiwan says, yeah, you have to have a balance after Jay's celebration, setting up and cooking. Me and my wife are in Cincinnati for 3 days, and it's all about her this weekend. That's
Mhm.
good,
Good
Ty.
deal, Ty.
That is really good. And that's important to do because I was thinking the same thing. You and I got to get some quality time
Mhm.
together where we're not doing anything. It's been a
Right.
minute. We went to that wedding, but we still were like doing something because we still did the family room.
Yeah, we were still
We
planning things.
still were like kind of working, sort of, even though we went to that wedding. So I was
True.
thinking,
We're working a little bit. Yeah.
I was like, we can't wait until our because we're gonna do something for our anniversary the end of August. I
Yeah.
gotta figure that
Let's go Dubai.
out. No, I'm not rushing to Dubai. That's why I said we gotta wait till you're 60 because I'm not rushing. Because if we gotta rush, I can't do it.
We'll see about rush.
You are not going to take 2 weeks off in August of this year, and you're not. So that's why I said no. Well, it'll take us 2 years literally to make sure that we do it right.
Okay. You heard it first from her.
No, be honest.
Well, yeah, it's going to take a while to plan it anyway.
That's exactly it. So don't put this on me. What
Yeah.
I am going to do is, 5 days for our anniversary because
Mhm.
what people got to understand when we plan a trip, we got to have the kids covered, the church covered. Jeremiah needs his own coverage. Judah, like literally to go out of town for the wedding
Mhm.
from a Friday. We went Thursday night, came back on a Sunday morning. It took 3 caregivers, a dog sitter,
And money.
Mm-hmm. It took a lot.
Yeah.
It took a lot. So we're learning that, okay, sometimes we don't want to put all that work in. I'll just be honest. I used to just do it. Now I just be like, oh, it's too much work. But be intentional.
Yeah, sometimes it is challenging to do all that, and you're almost like, okay, well, shoot, let's just stay
home.
But you got to press past that. But it does take, and that is another thing that really adds to our challenge of traveling sometimes, is that it does take all of that extra to actually be able to get away. Because everybody and their cousin can't watch Jeremiah or Judah or whatever the case might be. So you have to really kind of divide and conquer sometimes.
Yeah, and Sister Mary paid her dues. Man, we would have been able to do nothing back in the day without Sister Mary.
Yeah.
So we would take Sister Mary with us just so we could get some rest.
Yeah.
She's been very beneficial.
Remember that first cruise we went to? We didn't really, we get that small room.
Oh.
And Jay was little.
Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible.
We were in the projects on the cruise.
Like Cabrini Green projects.
Yeah.
You see, they have that tore down. It's that bad. That's where we were.
I mean, it was so small. It was hard to even change up in that bathroom.
Smaller than a bathroom.
You had to go outside to change your mind. That's how small it was.
We had a special needs baby.
Yes.
And a toddler.
And Johnny.
Now, Johnny was living his best life. He was like, woo, going to camp, swimming.
Oh,
like
yeah.
and then
he went to camp every day.
You were like this
we
in
was
the
up
room.
Here like this all week.
We had to hold Jeremiah. You just had to hold him all the time, and he was okay. You kind of, but it was like, shoot, we up here in Cabrini Green,
right,
trying to be cruise. Like, hey.
So for us, there's certain things that we wouldn't do unless we can save up to be able to do them a certain way. Like example, we're not going to go to Dubai and be on a coach flight somewhere. That's not going to happen. Or different things like that. It's not that you're bougie, but it's just that if you're going to do the trip,
just
got to be more comfortable than that.
Yeah, Sister Mary, you're right. Jay loved being pushed in the stroller and on the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah, he would live his best life. As long as you were holding him and had him in a stroller, like he didn't even like car seats.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were holding Jay, man, you could go and go and go and had his binky.
Yeah.
Lord have the binky.
Yeah, he couldn't live without that.
Woo. Now we see that's how he stimulates himself and he calms himself.
Like chewing on
it's
different
through
things
chewing,
and all
but
that,
we didn't know back then because he didn't have a diagnosis back then. But
Remember I run to the store and get some?
when he finally got off of it, we found him. We had him everywhere.
Everywhere.
He had the binky, and I don't care what people would say. No, he don't have that binky in his mouth, so that we can be calm. We got him off of the bottle pretty quick, which was a blessing.
Yeah.
But we had to have our sippy cup with us all the time. But there's no excuse. I guess what we're trying to say is that if we can make it happen, and it's not even about financially having a lot of, abundance in money, because there were times when we didn't have what we have now, and we still did things.
Yeah, and because of where things are now, when we do travel, it does cost more than a normal situation for us, simply because of different things we have to put in place.
Yeah.
So, it's all a part of it, but you definitely want to get it in. I think the biggest thing for us and a big motivator for us is not only just enjoying the time, but giving our kids these memories.
Giving them memories. And I have to tell you, remember that one cruise we went on? We were just bawling and crying. We took Sister Tony with us on this one. And they accepted Jeremiah in the kids' camp.
Yes.
Man, we were crying and bawling because they were just, oh, he can stay. We were like, huh? And they weren't intimidated. It was Norwegian Nickelodeon cruise. I'll never forget.
Yeah.
Even Judah was like, "Oh, Jay gets to come," and we just stood there like, "Really?"
Yeah, we were stunned.
We were in shock.
They said, "We'll take him. He'll be fine."
And he had so much.
He had so much fun.
The kids loved him,
and that enabled us to get some downtime and then be able to go back and get him and so forth. So it was awesome.
Even though Pastor be having issues because there's like no access to sports channel. And the first time we took a cruise, he was trying to get connected to watch television.
Yeah, it was emotionally taxing.
Now we out, me and the kid, we in the water, we doing this. We love to be out, and Pastor looking like,
I can watch the game in the water.
You wasn't in the water though. You was in the room.
That's true.
Are you gonna be better with that?
On the next cruise?
Let me give you this though. This last vacation, you did amazing with outside time. Because usually outside time is not you.
Did you just?
You give yourself a hand clap of praise times Jesus.
I had to go for the trifecta.
You need, yes. Pastor I don't know if it's all them sports for all those years outside, but right now, he don't be feeling outside. And me and the kids, we would just go, 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 go. So this last vacation, he even watched TV outside. He
lay down,
did a boat. We would just chill. We took the kids on this fun pirate boat. He really did good. We went to the beach for 2 seconds because Judy didn't want to stay.
3 seconds, maybe.
3 seconds. Probably paid $20 for parking and stayed.
Yeah, $20 for parking for 15 minutes.
Not even that.
Not even that. Maybe we were there 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
As soon as we got out on the sand, she saw how to what dance. It's too hot.
It's too hot. So many people out here. I'm ready to go.
I said, you ain't even gonna walk down there and put your feet in
Jeremiah
the water?
didn't even get out the car. He's like
you wanted to. Jay was like,
I ain't fooling with y'all. But yeah, you really did good. That's why I said I like you now. I like this person.
I like you now.
I know, because I'm not as intense as I used to be. I can admit I used to be. They laugh at me like pastors say. I used to be still kind of particular about my children, how they look, how they smell, making sure they're on. And so Judah would never want to keep her headbands on or her barrettes on. And she would always pull them off or take them. And Pastor's aide would be like, you know how she gonna be if Judah don't have that stuff on her head. And so, yeah, no, I'm better. I'm definitely better. Jeremiah, even his teacher knew he can't have a dirty face. His clothes better be matching. My kids have to look right.
Now, that was one thing we were both adamant about. I mean, he's got to be clean. He's got to be right. And we got to know they're taken care of.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is I'm relaxed now. She'll come down with stuff on sometime and I'll be like, whatever, girl, let's go. What is that? What sound
I don't
is
know.
that?
I just felt like doing it. I felt like doing it. I don't even know what the sound is.
Well, what made you download that sound?
Well, that was already in the system.
Is it like an electronic?
Yeah, somebody's going to help me because I'm having a hard time getting the new sounds that I want to download.
Look, Tony said you would give us that look. Everybody talk about that.
Well, look.
That look.
Who?
If I was in the pulpit or something, or I was in church and Judah didn't have her matching headband on, they said I would give them that look. Meanwhile, Judah pulling stuff off and just
And she over there, you over there, like,
not a mean look, just it's not a mean look. I'm not upset with anybody.
all your looks are mean.
Oh, really?
The majority of
All
them.
my looks are mean. So
Some of them.
what are your looks? If my
No, we ain't
looks are
talking
mean?
about me.
But still,
We ain't talking
you're
about. I am not
judging-
on the.
You're judging me.
I am not. Wait a minute. What did you just get done doing for 30 minutes?
I wasn't judging you. I said I'm proud of you for relaxing. The whole congregation sees that you're more relaxed. Do they not? They've been around a long time. They know. All of them know.
Because I got some more time to do this, so I gotta pace myself. I gotta pace myself on this bad boy. Make sure I'm go the distance.
Yeah, because yeah. See, it's not a mean look. That's what Tony said. I know, but I guess we have learned.
Oh, Tony, you just taking up.
Just well, usually they be my pastor. That's my pastor.
But they don't be sounding like
That's
that.
my pastor.
That's the way you say Lauren always sounds.
Pastor. Yeah. Oh, look, Gene said, Pastor says I look mean. He sure do be calling you mean, Gene, all the time.
Oh, shoot, Gene, come on now. Come on now. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Because you can't try to back up off of that. She be mean mugging like the rappers.
But you better know if I need her to pull
Gene,
up.
Gene
She ain't gonna let nobody mess with her pastor though.
She ain't gonna let somebody. Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
So,
Lady Jean be mean mugging like the rappers.
Oh, Marvin said that's my pastor now. Look, that's my pastor.
Talk to her, Marvin.
My pastor.
Talk to her.
He's my pastor.
Why you sound like you choking? Why you sound like you choking with my brother?
They're my pastor.
Like you sound like that.
That's what's up. Pastor Ramsey. They be like,
And what y'all sound like?
that's my pastor. Oh.
That sound like a 3-year-old baby. So yeah, listen, get them vacations going. Even if you can't afford to do something big, you can afford to do something. Do something in town. Do something where you drive up to Chicago for a day or something. Come back. Do something to get away and kind of mix it up. Because one thing about it, we can all talk about finances. We can all talk about gas prices. We can all talk about a lot of things. But at the end of the day, our kids are growing up extremely fast, and you don't want to mess around and miss the moment. And you were sitting around waiting on some big ship to come in that you didn't send out before you start doing things.
Absolutely. And, Pastor and I talked to you about budgeting for things.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's not this year, but just off of this conversation, say, you know what? I'm going to go to the credit union. I'm going to take this $25. I'm going to take this $50. I'm going to open up a vacation account.
Yep.
And then by the time we get to next year, let's see how much money we have in it. And based off of that, all right, we can do a weekend. We can go to, Kentucky Kingdom for a weekend, Cedar Point, the best amusement park around, Sandusky, Ohio. I grew up near there. If you like to ride roller coasters, that's where you go.
We went there a couple times when I was growing up.
Yeah, there's so many different things you could do, Make sure you are intentional about it. Because if you just wait around and say, oh, let's see if we're going to do something, you end up not, we even talked about it. You won't do anything. You won't do anything.
Nope, not at all. So make sure you get it in. Make sure you plan. You fail to plan, you can plan on failing. That was the old adage I used to hear all the time. If you fail to plan, you can plan on failing. So to me, everything's got to have a plan to it in order for it to go ahead and happen. When we put it on paper, then I know, okay, it's on.
Put it on the calendar. This the same thing for Jeremiah's weekend. I started planning it a long time ago, talking to family about it, having a family itinerary, because family will show up. Pastor had family in town. His brother ended up getting sick, so that's the only reason they weren't with us on this weekend. But they planned to come to town, and so he got to see his brother. That's important. I just don't want people to wait until somebody dies to get together as a family.
We got that one day in for a few hours. It was his actual birthday.
Yeah.
And then I took them some food back to the house so they could all have lunch. And then that was it. And then a couple of days later, I think is when they got COVID.
And we'll probably get to see them when they're in, when we go to Florida.
Yeah.
We're trying. I don't know, these gas prices. I'm not complaining about gas. I'm not complaining. Thank you, God, that I can put gas in it. But woo, yesterday,
I'm borderline complaining.
yesterday,
You
I
was at the
had
gas
to
station
like,
yesterday?
yeah,
I told you I went and filled you up the week before, and it was I was just looking at the things like this. Like I went in the store, right? And came out and it was still running.
Yeah.
So
Oh, look what Sister Mary said. If you need a passport, start now. The process is jacked up because it's all done by appointment and no guarantee you will get it in 2 weeks.
mhm.
We got to
Thank-
update the kids'
yeah, we got
passports.
to update the kids. The kids, ours are updated. The kids need to
Yeah,
be
the
updated.
kids have to be updated. And that's what I was telling John Jr. He was talking about taking a trip with some of his friends. It's like, dude, make sure your passport is
Go get your
is checked
passport,
up.
and
It's
all that
updated.
stuff is just good identification. Because we're going to get that for Jay, and then the state ID. is
State
what we gotta
ID.
get.
This whole new season, we have a lot of things we have to do, but we
A lot of
shall
things.
get it done
It shall happen.
in the midst of this little girl. Like, this is only her second week of summer break, and she looking at me like, stop looking at me like I'm your entertainment. I usually put her in camps. And remember, we would do I wasn't paying all that money for camps because cheerleading is expensive. So all of my money and our money between you helping us go on these, like, we ain't doing all them camps.
Mhm.
Sorry, I wasn't doing it this year.
Yeah.
So she's standing there looking at us like,
She'll get some in.
well, the tumbling babe, she's gonna get tumbling, she's gonna get the cheer.
Where's she start that?
When tumbling,
Mhm.
Monday.
Okay. Okay, should be good then.
And I had for the intramural cheer, outfits registration, for the school cheer,
Competition.
outfits registration, competition. Shh. When I tell you, I'm shocked we even got to participate. But see, back in the day, they didn't charge you all that money.
They didn't.
Intramural, these parents paying thousands of dollars for their kids to play AAU.
Yeah. Back then, it wasn't a money factor. Back then, it was the competition. It was having good teams and all that kind of thing. So now, it's a way to make money, and so people are milking it.
They really are. So that's the thing. Yeah, the 100 Black men. Judah was going to do that like the year before last, but then COVID came because I got in time. I got her signed up. That's what she was going to do. I didn't do it this year. Well, first of all, I don't even feel like driving her over there.
Yeah, she did. She enjoyed that one you put her in last year, though.
Yeah, because we'll see every year she would
It
get
was
to
the leadership thing, right? Remember the leadership?
Well, she did the CLD.
Mhm.
She's done like every year. She would get to go to St. Richard. She's done the Marion camp, and we
Mhm.
would pay all that money
Mhm.
for her to go. But this year, I said, no, what? We're gonna make a family decision. Not doing that.
Cut back on a few of those.
And cut back on a few of those things because cheer is going to be an investment.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
I know cheerleading is a part-time job, and those mothers are so excited. I'm gonna have to get my smile. Like,
But if you think about it, though, all sports are part-time jobs nowadays.
That's
The way they run them, it's a part-time job. I mean, they're going constantly. So yeah, so we're on the downside of that, though. She'll be bringing up the rear on that, and
bringing up the rear on what?
What all her activities and what she's got going on and
But
all
we
that.
just getting started.
I know she'll always be busy, but
because we just starting middle school.
yeah.
So we
she'll be
got
in
seventh grade, we got 8th grade, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th,
and
and then
then
college. We got 6 years.
she's out of here.
Man, and we old too.
I'm old at that point.
Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna be out there with those little mothers. Oh, do you see Melanie? Oh my God, she hit that back handspring. I'm so excited because we tried all year to make sure
And I'll
Melanie
be
could
over
hit
here
that.
like this.
Oh my God, is that
During
Judah?
those conversations, I'll be over there like this.
Is that Judah's mom? I'm the only one, and she's the only one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That's what the kid asked me at that time when we went to Jeremiah's school, and
Yeah.
they were serving food to the kids and their parents and all that. So we started helping to serve food. This kid comes up and says, "Are you Jeremiah's dad?" I said, "I've never seen him before in my life. I'm the only Black up in it."
And Pastor and I need Jesus. So they're like, oh my God. So mothers, what I'm decided we're going to do, if it's okay with you, we're going to do the Cash App. And so if you would like to donate in Cash App, instead of signing up to do the lockers, I would be happy to be in charge of that. Oh, yes. I would like to do that, Melanie. I would like to do that.
That's exactly how they sound. That is how they sound. I got to give it to you.
Just pray for me. Yeah.
I got to give it to you. But it's fun. We work through it.
Mhm.
But yeah, we hope you guys are planning up something, but just don't sit around waiting on something to happen. Miles Monroe said there's several types of people. There are those that want things to happen. There are those that watch things happen. And then there are those that make things happen. So do your best to make some things happen for the summer. Don't have a vacation that you can't afford. Don't do things that aren't within your budget, but you can plan for almost anything.
Mhm.
And our whole life really has been centered around that. We got to plan for everything. But it eliminates a lot of stress when that time gets ready to come. Jeremiah's graduation, that was not a cheap endeavor, but we prepared for so long. And then we came alongside with so many other different things to make those things happen. And we got to do that with our vacations and so forth as well.
Yes. And our church showed up, showed out, like Ty said, all the volunteers, Sharon, Tamika,
Mhm.
Pastor Nicholson, Taiwan,
Yeah.
Deacon Wilson. Like there's so many people that just volunteer their time, all the team coaches. I thank God that we have a church that, they support the vision, our
They do.
church vision
Mhm.
and the family vision.
Yeah, they do. They support the church vision and the family vision. So, we're really, really grateful for you all. And we had a great time last weekend. I'm just so glad that you guys, we had a lot of people show up. We had people that still have like sickness in their family. So they're very, very
Yes.
cautious with COVID, still come out,
Mhm.
and that was big.
Mhm.
That was big. So we
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yes. So thank you so much. And y'all know I make Pastor and I make fun of everybody.
We do.
Yeah. Look, she said she bilingual. First lady speaks cheer mom too. Oh, y'all just wait. It's gonna even get better. We just getting started.
Yes, we are.
I know. But we balance it out because I have her on 2 different types of leagues,
Mhm.
2 different types of environments, and I love both
And
environments.
she's getting culturally
Yes.
indoctrinated on many, many levels, which is huge.
Absolutely.
And that's big for us.
She needs to handle both environments and
Mhm.
handle them both well.
Yeah.
So it's been a nice discussion with you today, especially with your new sound effects.
No, those aren't new. Those are ones that I had in the machine, but I'm trying to find the right new ones. But you got to go through 50 different websites to find stuff that you like.
What sounds do you have as we're closing out our time together?
Let me see. They've heard this one. Heard that one. Let me see what we got. I don't even remember this one. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Heartbeat. That's cool. That was a heartbeat. That's cool.
I don't know. That
What's
was what.
that?
This felt like a game show. Wrong answer. And then there's nothing in 8. So I gotta put something in 8, put something in 7, and probably replace 6.
Nice. Look at you and your technology. I'm so proud of you.
Mixing.
So what? Look, we love a good beat. Isn't that right? So
Yeah.
what do we have coming up? New Life? Well, the pantry is open the 2nd and 4th of every month. So if you know somebody that has a need in the Indianapolis, Indiana area, make sure you let them know they can drive through and get groceries. We do it so it's outside. We have wonderful volunteers.
Mhm.
And even in the midst of grocery prices rising, we still use church funds to purchase items to give people.
Yeah, we need some grants, but we don't have any grants in
Yet.
this area.
Yeah.
We just have to sacrifice to make that happen.
Yeah.
Hey, want to encourage all of you to get registered for Full Gospel International Conference next month. It's going to be in New Orleans. It's going to be in person, and I'm sure that some of you may not go out there in person, but you can register and have a similar experience because now a lot of these conferences are going to be offered in person and virtual.
Nice.
Because I think you'll probably have less people on some front that might be there in person, but you can spend, I don't know what the registration is, $60, $70, and you got access to the whole week
That's good.
and everything going on in it.
And that's because that's what we're going to do. He's going to be in person,
I'll be in
serving
person.
there, and the kids and I will be home, and I will be, watching virtual every
Mhm.
night and connecting virtual with us. Because I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an amazing time.
Great time, great speakers, great time. It's going to be fun.
Yes. So make sure that you stay connected. We are in person on Sundays at 9 a.m. and 12 noon. We want to see you in the house.
Come to church, please.
Come to church.
Come
Come to church. We need to be
in person.
Come to church. Come to church. Come to church. Come to church. Come. New Life First Center. New Life.
Go ahead.
Come to church.
It's been 2 years.
Come to church.
2 years.
Come to church.
It's been 2 years.
Come to church.
There you go.
There we go. We got to
There you go.
record that.
Yeah, we're going to record that in the studio and put that out.
There it is. It's our first EP, the Family Room EP featuring Overseer Pastor John Ramsey.
So listen, you all be blessed. Join us this weekend for service in person at the 9 or at the 12 noon, main campus only. And keep it locked here. Register for Full Gospel. You're going to start seeing us put out information on that. I'll definitely start sending some out. We will start sending some out so that you'll be able to click on links and get registered for it. So I'll look it up, shoot it out there here shortly.
Yes.
You can register for that because you got to empower yourself. You got to keep growing. And it's a very small investment to be able to keep doing that. And it's going to be great speakers. So it's going to be wonderful.
Wonderful. Well, we're so glad that you tuned in today for the Family Room, Our Flow with It Friday. We just talk about life balance, making sure you plan family time.
Mhm.
If you did not watch it in its entirety, make sure you go back and watch it in its entirety, especially if you just missed the part with Pastor and I getting ready to drop our EP entitled Go to Church.
That's it.
There it is.
That's it.
If
So-
you have a prayer request,
Yes.
as we prepare. Oh, happy anniversary, Sister Stacy. 34 years of marriage tomorrow.
Wow, that's awesome.
God
Congrats.
bless you. And Brother Curtis, that's wonderful. I know Sharon Wilson, they're celebrating 30 years of marriage. So we have some amazing hashtag Black Love
Awesome.
connections at New Life. So happy anniversary to you.
Tamika
Stacey.
Bennett's in the house. Good to see you.
Yes. So if you have a prayer request, if you want prayer for your family, prayer for life balance,
Mhm.
sickness in your body, just put your hand emoji up or drop the person's name in the thread. And then as Pastor is closing us out in prayer,
And put
We will
those
cover
subjects
that.
in the thread that you would like us to go back and talk about more, whether it's finances, budget, parenting and finances
Yes.
with our kids, whether it's communication, whatever it is, make sure you put those in there because we feed off of a lot of that to be able to try to give you guys what you need to keep you encouraged and to keep you connected and growing.
definitely. So put your prayer requests in the thread as
Yes.
we close out, and we will see you again.
And if you want to support JR or if you want to support the ministry, you can use the Cash App information up there, or you can use the text to give. I think that's working. I got to double check it, but I think it's working.
Definitely. So we will be live next week, and we look forward to seeing you. But first, we're going to see you in church.
Yes, Sunday,
Prayer requests, in
9
the
or
thread.
12.
And again, congratulations to all of the graduates class of 2022.
Yes, all the young people, shout out. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for a time together. We thank you for the people that come together with us every week. And we just thank you that it's just a strong, intimate group, God, of people that are really all about you. They're all about the kingdom. And I pray that each time we come together, in addition to having fun, I believe that there are things that are left on the table that will enable us to grow that much more in our walk with you.
Yes,
I pray that you bless us with our life balance in every arena of our life so that we can maximize our full potential. I pray over the needs that are being placed in the thread now, that you would meet and supply every need, that you would deal with those that are suffering with sickness and challenges in their bodies, economically, emotionally, relationally, whatever the scenario is, God, we believe that there is an angel assigned to their life, God, to bring them from where they are to where you would have them to be. So we thank you in advance for what you're going to do to turn that situation around for our good and your glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you for joining us for the Family Room.
We will see you Sunday in person, live worship, 9 and 12.
Church. Go to church.